Hey everybody, how you doing? It's AJ with another 10 minutes or less with AJ. As you can see, I'm driving to work this morning. Today is October 2nd, 2013, and I will be doing something like this every day until the government shutdown is over. Day 2. Yes, day 2. I should have done one yesterday, or did one yesterday, but I didn't. But I am going to do one now, and from this day forward. So day 2 of the Republican-forced government shutdown. Yes, that's right. I'm saying Republican-forced because they're being completely unrealistic. In fact, they are bragging about how unrealistic they are being. Now, anybody that is that callous, that hateful, and that mean shouldn't be in office. Plain and simple. John Klein bragging about how they want to shut down Obamacare, or properly named the Affordable Care Act, which is really funny. You ask people on the street, what do they support, Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act? Same thing, remember? And they choose the Affordable Care Act. And they're more knowledgeable about the Affordable Care Act than they are about Obamacare. Dummies, it's the same thing. And you support the Affordable Care Act, you just don't support the Republican name for it. Alright, so what a lot of people aren't telling you, especially the Republicans, is that it's costing $300 million a day to keep the government shut down. So now, in day 2, that is $600 million wasted by the Republicans. Something has to give here. I want to challenge each and every one of you to start calling either your representative, if he's Republican or she's Republican, in Congress, and giving them an earful about how you're sick and tired of wasted tax dollars. And make sure they know that you're a constituent. If you don't have one in office, then do call your Democratic one, or independent one, whichever it may be. Then also, you can get a hold of Speaker John Boehner and let him know about what you feel. These are all stuff you can find easily on the web. But, yeah, it is time that the people start talking about how sick and tired and angry they are about wasted tax dollars. A lot of you may think I'm liberal. I'm really a progressive, if anything. But I don't like wasted dollars. So, we do need to start contacting them. And I will be, and I have already contacted my representative, Republican John Klein, and told him that, thanks for wasting tax dollars. This is outrageous. He's coming on public radio. He should be on public radio news right now in Minnesota and talking about, I wanted to listen to it, but I can't. I'll listen to the audio later on when I have more time. But I can't listen to a liar when I'm going into work and I got to work. And I work for the federal government, as many as you know. So I may or may not get paid. I don't know what's going to happen. We've not dealt with this. I haven't dealt with this since I've been a federal employee. But I'm an essential federal employee. So I have to go to work. And I may not get paid, which is kind of crappy. So anyway, get a hold of your congressman, your representative, and tell them how angry you are, and that this is going to come back and bite them in the arse. Yes, the arse. Because we aren't going to take it anymore. We're not going to allow the Tea Party to destroy this country with their fake ideologies and their lies and their uneducated views. Because if you're a progressive, you are progressive because you're educated. You read enough, you follow enough news that you have the ability to determine bullshit from reality. And I'll tell you something, the Democrats can give just as much bullshit as the Republicans can. But right now, once again, the Republicans are standing on top of the rock of bullshit. So let's make it clear to the Republicans and tell them that we're not going to take this crap anymore, and fling it right back at them like a bunch of monkeys. I don't know, I mean, you know what I mean. They say monkeys throw crap. Well, let's throw it right back at them, because we don't need this garbage. This is the United States, and we have congressmen and senators and a president, and they're all adults, or they're supposed to be adults. They're supposed to get together and work together, find solutions to things, and not specific childish agendas. So, yeah. Let's get this done. Make sure you start making phone calls. If you got a lunch break today, make a phone call. Do your country proud and say what you're feeling about this government shutdown. Because there's 800,000 federal employees that are out of work today. And that's absolutely ridiculous. There is no reason, none whatsoever, to cause this much harm in America. And the Republicans keep doing it time and time again. The sequester hurt everybody. May not have hit you directly, but it did indirectly. Somebody you know was affected by it. And now with the government shutdown, I guarantee you it's affecting you directly with $300 million cost of taxpayer dollars every single day. So get on the phone, get on the email lists, get on whatever you have to tell Congress to get off their lazy ass and get to work. Oh, and my understanding is right now they're gone to Europe to watch a football game. Nice. On the taxpayer dollar, of course. Oh, and by the way, they're still getting paid because the law that is in effect right now means they can't change it for them, but they can change it for the next sitting Congress. Of course, they won't do that because it'll affect them. It's really time for term limits. It's time the people make a choice. Are you going to stand for the same old bullshit? Are you going to continue to allow this type of antics in our government? Or are you going to stand up and say you've had enough? I'm asking you not to vote for Democrats, not to vote for Republicans, but to get out there and vote for a third party. I'm a Green. I'd love it if you came and voted for Greens. But you know what? Vote for a third party. And it's time that we end this kind of garbage in America. It's time to kick the two major parties out. It's time to make sure that they realize that they're not in control, but the people are. All right, I'm going to end it right there. Remember to contact your congressman. Tell them that you've had enough of this garbage, and it's time to get the government back up and running. You've cost us enough. This is AJ. I'm out. Peace and love.